Is it working? Sweet. Hey everybody, it's Avery, and we've hacked into Pastor Johnson's video chat, and he's in a meeting, so he doesn't even know we're in here. Alright, we are in charge now. My first order of business is all at the same time. Today, I want everyone to go outside and run around with their mouths open. I mean, not because of like exercise or fresh air or anything. I just hate flies. What's up, Fusion? Welcome to your 4th Fusion on Tour date. You know, today we're actually going to show the love of God, the kindness of God to those who we probably live the closest to, but know the least about. Today's Fusion on Tour date is to love your neighbor. You know, we actually get this from the Bible in the book of Luke, where Jesus is teaching, and this expert of the law stops him and says, "Teacher, what must I do to inherit eternal life?" I mean, that's a great question. He was like, listen, can I just get the nitty-gritty? Can I just get the bullet points with the short sentences, something that I can write in the notes of my Bible? Can I just get the short answers? What must I do to inherit eternal life? You know, and Jesus just stops for a minute and looks at him and says, okay, here's what you need to do. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your strength, and all your mind. And that's exactly what we've been doing on tour. You know, we're hearing stories about people going all throughout the city and just praying for God to come. People driving down to Centennial Park and just praying, God, we love you. We love you with all that we have, and we want you to come. You know, we've been doing that. We've got it. We've got it down. But wait a minute. But Jesus actually said one more thing behind that. He said, love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your strength, and with all your mind, and also love your neighbor. See, when he told this man to also love your neighbor, it reminds us that there are people around us. There are people right next to us. See, and maybe you're out there, and maybe you're like me, and that first part, you've got it down. That first part seems really easy to love the Lord. But that second part's often not so easy. You know, I understand you've been at work all day, that maybe you hang out with your friends, maybe you call your family, see how they're doing, and by the time you come home, you just want to come home, close the doors, let the windows down, and just go into your own little world. You know, but Jesus is reminding us that there are people around us who need to know Him. And He needs us to tell them. You know, in our story, Jesus reverses the question on the man. He goes into the story of the Good Samaritan. And after the story, he reverses the question and he says, now which one of the people in this story was a neighbor to the man in need? And the expert of the law says, the one who showed him mercy. And Jesus says, well, go and do the same. And that's what I challenge everyone today, is to go and do the same. Show the love of God to those who live right next to you, those who live above you, those who live around you. Show the love of God to them. When you see them on their lawns, go up and offer them a cold glass of lemonade. If you know how to bake, bake them brownies. If you don't know how to bake, buy them brownies. Offer to wash their cars. Offer to take out their garbage. Do whatever you have to do to show the love of God. Because at the end of the day, that's what this whole thing is about. Love. It's about loving God and loving others. So let's do it, Fusion. Let's go out there and love our neighbors.